Hi Shiva.
Hi, sir.
So, what is your today's demo in AWS?
So today we are going to do the S3 operations mm, by using the Azure storage, AWS S3 operations.
Is it CLI or console?
Yeah, CLI comments.
Okay, okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So this is the introduction about simple storage service in AWS. So imagine S3 basically it is an object storage service, which means we can store our all the files in the cloud service by using this storage S3 storage service. So S3 storage service is a scalable, which means it is highly available in the different regions by using the replication process, and it is the high speed and web-based cloud storage service which provides by the AWS. So it provides the 99.99% durability for our files to to stored in the service, and it supports the multiple security and compliance by using the different regions. So the data can be transferred to S3 over by using this public internet to access our S3 bucket in order to by using this API service. So it is used to store our data purpose and data archiving in order to move data into particular different modes, and we can also data backup for using this S3 bucket, and we can also recover this disaster recovery under any situation conditions, and we can also use this website static website hosting applications by using this Azure storage service AWS S3 bucket. So we can also integrate other services with this S3 bucket in order to move our files into that particular. So this is the AWS S3 CLI commands. So first of all, in order to create a bucket in AWS account, so this is the command AWS S3 MB. MB means make bucket, and the name of the bucket. So you can just give the name of bucket, then it will create a bucket in AWS. So let me just go to my CM command line interface. So just give, first you need to configure AWS. So you need to mention the access key and secret key of your AWS credentials. So let me, so take access key, pasted over here. So you need to mention the secret key also. Enter. This is the US East 1 region only. So just enter, enter. So after you configured the AWS credentials with your local, then now you can create a bucket by using this command AWS S3 MB and the name of the bucket AWS S3 MB, the name of bucket. Enter. So our bucket is created. So let me verify in the AWS. So go, this is my North Virginia region. So go to the S3 bucket. So we created this bucket, right? See, first bucket 0998. So first bucket. So let me verify inside this bucket. So there are no files inside this bucket. So let me copy the files from local to S3 bucket. Okay, so in order to copy the files from local to S3 bucket, this is the command line interface. So AWS S3 CP means copy, and you need to mention the local path where your files are located, and the destination is your S3 bucket name. So let me give the. So I have the files in my local. So let's go to my path, local path. So here I have files. So this is my path. So let me configure here. AWS S3 C into the name of the local path folder. So this is my local path. Copy, and you need to mention the S3 bucket. Okay, S3 bucket 0998. So you need to take the copy of this index.html, right? So if you want all the files, so you just give the recursive hyphen recursive. So it will load all the files into the bucket. Enter. So all the files are uploaded. And one file is remaining, so it is uploading to the S3 bucket. So this is the command in order to copy your local files into the S3 bucket. So all the files are uploaded. So let me verify. So click on this. So I have all the files which are available in my S3 bucket, first bucket. So this is about copying the files from local path to S3 bucket. So just we have seen this to copy all the files from local to S3 bucket. So if you need all the files into S3 bucket, so just you mention at the end hyphen recursive. So if you want only one file, then this is not required. So okay, let me. So in order to download all the files from S3 bucket to local, suppose if I want to download these all files into my local path, so how can I do it? So first let me delete these files. Delete. So I don't have any files here right now. So let me download all the files from S3 bucket to my local path. So for that, this is my command AWS S3 CP, and the source name is the bucket name, and the destination is a local path folder hyphen recursive, means all the files are uploaded. So just type this command AWS S3 CP. So the source name is bucket name S3 bucket. The destination is your local path folder. So I have no files here. Mention hyphen cursor. Okay, just enter. So it will download the files from S3 bucket to your local folder. So this is uploaded from local to S3 bucket. This is the command in order to download from S3 bucket to local folder. So let me verify. So all the files are downloaded from S3 bucket to local folder by using this command. S3cp source name is bucket name and the destination is your local path folder. So at the end hyphen recursive. So okay, let me create another bucket in order to copy the files from one bucket to another bucket. So first let us create another bucket. Place mb make bucket s3 bucket. Enter. So bucket is created. So let us verify in the console. So second bucket also created. So let me go to inside this bucket. So there are no files inside this bucket. So let me copy the files from one bucket to another bucket by using this command. AWS S3 CP means copy, and you need to mention the source first bucket name, and the destination is the second bucket name, and all the files means you need to mention this hyphen recursive. So let me give this command. AWS S3 CP source is first bucket name S3 name, and destination is second bucket name. Bucket name and hyphen recursive in order to copy all the files. So before you just see, there are no files inside this second bucket. This is my second bucket, no files. So let me execute this command. Enter. So all the files are copied from one bucket to another bucket. See here, let me refresh. So all the files are copied from first bucket to second bucket. So that is about copying all files from one bucket to another bucket. So in order to move the files from one bucket to another bucket, so here the one thing we need to remember. So what is the difference between copying the files and moving the files means? So if you copy the files from one bucket to another bucket, so that is the copy of your bucket files. So here you have files in the first bucket, and also you have the files in the second bucket also. But if you move the files from first bucket to second bucket, so the first bucket files, the original files will be shifted from one bucket to another bucket. So that is the difference. So there is no files after you move the files from first bucket to second bucket. So here there are no files available in the first bucket, and all the files are shifted to the second bucket. So that is the difference. So let me move the files S3. So first of all, let me delete these files, second bucket files, or click on this, delete. Right, permanently. So now I will execute this move command. So that's why I deleted this all the files in the second bucket. So now I don't have any files in the second bucket. So now you need to know the difference. So I have only files in my first bucket. This is my first bucket. So I don't have any files in the second bucket. Okay, let me execute this move command. So AWS S3 move. This is the first bucket source name, and this is the destination second bucket name. Let me execute. The source is first bucket name. Zero double 998, and the destination is second bucket. Recursive. Enter. So here the copy of the files from one bucket to another bucket. Here it indicates that move. So it moves the files from first bucket to second bucket. So let me verify. So you don't have any files in the first bucket because you have used the execute the move command. So that's why all the files are moved to the second bucket. So that is the difference between copy and move command. So to delete the files in S3 bucket, so if you want to delete the files in S3 bucket, then this is the command. So AWS S3 RM means remove. This is the bucket name, and this is the file name. So in which file you want to delete, so you need to give the name of this file name. So let me execute this command. AWS screen. Now execute AWS S3 remove. So the bucket name you need to mention. So here I have the files are available in the second bucket. So let me initiate this second bucket name. Plus the file name you want to delete. So let me give this flower.jpg. .jpg. Okay. So that is the file name. Okay. So enter. So our file is deleted, this flower.jpg in the second bucket. So let me verify. So let me refresh. So I don't have flower.jpg image file is here. So in the sense you can delete whatever you want to delete the specified files in the S3 bucket by using this command. AWS S3 remove the bucket name and the file name. Okay, so this is for to generate the presend URL for S3 bucket. So this is we used where in the scenario of you need to share this presend URL of your S3 objects to the other developers or users. So basically it is for period of duration is limited. So this will be access for the duration of certain period only. So you need to mention here how duration of period you need to access for the other users, so that you need to mention the period of time here. So let me execute. So to copy the image file from local to S3, this is the command. So I already deleted one image file. So let me upload again by using this command AWS S3 CP local path folder to S3 bucket name. So this is the source, this is the destination. Okay, let me execute AWS CP local path folder. So this is my local path, this is my flower. Let me take lover.jpg. The destination is a bucket name S3. I'll execute this in so it is uploading from local to this first bucket S3. Go to your S3 first bucket. Still it is uploading. Okay, upload is completed. So let me verify. So this is my image flower.jpg available in my first bucket. So I have just copied this file into this first bucket. So now you need to generate the pres and URL for your S3 object. So this is the command AWS S3 present, and this is your source S3 bucket name, and you need to mention the file name. So you need to mention this access of this particular web page, duration of this so you need to expires in, and you need to mention in the seconds. You need to just give the seconds, how many the time you need to access for the other users for this present URL. So let me execute this command AWS S3 resign name file name resign. This is the bucket name, this is the file name, and last icon. So it will express in let me just give 100 seconds. Enter. It will generate one HTTPS URL. Let me copy this. So let me access. So it is available for only 100 seconds only. So once after the time has completed, so you won't be able to access this particular URL, recent URL of your S3 object. So let me wait. So after 100 seconds, the URL is not working. So this is for temporary usage purpose. So that is about our S3 page and URL. So in the last, you can remove this bucket, empty bucket. This is the command you need in order to remove this empty bucket. AWS S3 RB means remove bucket, and then the name of the bucket. So you can just click it. See, now it is the time has expired. So the URL is not accessing the server. So this is the command in order to remove this empty bucket. Okay, so let's go to, so I have the files. My first bucket, one file is available, and the second bucket, so many files are available. Okay. So in order to remove this first bucket, so let me empty this file, delete. Delete. So I don't have any files here. So this is empty bucket now. So let me delete this bucket, first bucket, by using this command aws s3 rb s3 remove bucket, the name of the bucket. So bucket is removed. Just go to here, refresh. So only second bucket is available, and inside the files are available. So in order to remove this non-empty bucket, if you don't want any buckets inside this S3, so by using this command aws s3 remove bucket, and the name of the bucket -force. Sorry, aws s3 remove bucket. So don't mention that enforcements if you just execute this command. So it shows that remove bucket is failed. So because when calling the delete bucket operation, so it shows that the bucket you tried to delete is not empty. So it said that the bucket is not empty. So first you need to delete the files, and you can delete this bucket. Even if you go to this console, so in order to delete this bucket, so this bucket is not empty. So it shows that this bucket is not empty. So first, in order to delete all the objects, first use the empty bucket configuration. Okay, so that's why you need to mention -force. So it will delete all the files and the bucket also. First, it will delete the inside the bucket whatever the files are available. Then it will delete the bucket. So let me go to inside buckets. So refresh. So buckets are deleted, whatever we created. Yeah, that's all about this S3 CLI commands.
Okay, good. Right. I'll stop recording.